Okay, welcome back to the Hunter Call of the Wild. I am the Gray Hair Gamer, your host. Uh, Welcome back to episode 7 or episode 6, part 2. I would like to apologize. Our last episode, uh, there was some kind of error with Twitch, and we got cut off after 10 minutes. So, as a recap, we started off our adventure coming up this side of the lake complex. We did discover 2 new zones that was all cut off, and we did manage to get 1 kill here. The most important part I wanted to show everyone, like we said at the beginning of the last episode, was we were going to bring out a tent. And we were going to set up a tent out here since we have no hunting outposts that we know of around. We have not discovered any new ones yet. So we're going to take in this area right here, and we're going to put up a tent and show you how they work, show you what you can do with them, etc. So last episode, our short episode, we picked up a tent from our stash in our hunting outpost, and we put it into our inventory, but now we have to actually equip it. So we go in our inventory here, down to portable structures, and there's our tent, and we just put that anywhere in our active inventory. And we go back out. Now when we switch over here, there is our tent, and you can see we have not placed the tent yet. This is just a potential outline.
Some tracks earlier, close to where you're at right now. I'll send the coordinates.
Okay, thanks again, buddy. Always with the tracks. Now you can see we try to place this back here by this tree. It's kind of got the reddish tint to it, showing we cannot place that there. Here, the red tint is gone. We can place it. So trying to get somewhere level, sort of level, and equip. And there we go. There's our tent. Now, when we do place down a tent, as well as tree stands, that type of thing, we will temporarily spook the animals in our area, but they will come back. You just have to be a little bit patient. Okay, so we have our tent set up. If we want to take down the tent, we can. We can put it back in our inventory. And we do that by going to the case, the pouch, whatever you want to call it here. And you see we have the dismantle option. Okay. And now what we can do in here is we have a little air mattress. We can rest and set our clock back. We have our cache, and we do have full access to everything, just as if we were in a hunting outpost. We have a full store. We have our full storage. We have our garage, which is our 4-wheeler from DLC content. And we have the kennel, which is our bloodhound tracking dog that's also from a DLC. There we go. There's our options, even to switch around our character. Everything is available to us here. Okay, so now that we have this area, this tent set up, like I was explaining in the last episode, when we left the hunting outpost, we did not want to have to carry a tent as well as a tripod or tree stand. So you just carry the tent. And now that we have the tent set up here, we can go in here and go in our storage, go down to our structures, and there we have full access to everything. We can pop up a tripod right out in front of this tent. We have our tree stands, we have our blinds, everything available to us. So for now, we have this in a pretty central location here. Now we can quickly come down and cross over into this area, should we want to. We can explore further back into this area. We can continue going north, which is probably what we're going to do. And then once we get out there, we can also fast travel just by putting it on there, putting our cursor on there. You can see it has like a little tent type icon. And what is this coyote doing? We're going to keep an eye on him while we're talking. But you can fast travel. Anything you can do at a regular outpost, you can do here with a tent. So now that we have this set up, we can go ahead and continue our adventure. Hopefully Twitch will be a little more cooperative this episode and not cut us off after 10 minutes. We appreciate you joining us here today. If you do like the videos, feel free to follow, give a thumbs up, what have you. And if there's any episodes that you missed or you want to go back and rewatch, you can also check out my YouTube channel, also known as Gray Haired Gamer, Gray_haired_gamer, where I keep an archive of all past episodes as well as present episodes. So let's go up here and see where this coyote was. Oh, and he's right there. I thought I just saw him running. These animals, they are tricky. For being just simple AI programming, they can be very, 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 very cunning. Now here, if we look at our map, you can see this is yet again one of those places where the map says it's nothing but water, but we can walk out there. Okay, that coyote, he is right in here somewhere. I hear him. I can hear his little pitter-patter of footprints. The tough part is obviously getting a sight on him. So well, one thing we can do is fire a warning shot in there and try and spook him out of it. Spook him out of these high weeds. But I don't like to do that unless I absolutely have to, because he's just going to stay hidden in these high reeds and we will never ever see him. So let's just creep on up here. Now you can see the our visibility icon down in the bottom right is a line with a half circle underneath of it. That means we are still mostly visible. If we stand up, it'll turn into a circle, showing we're totally visible. Huh. Oh, he's still in there. He's hanging out in these weeds. Stand up for a little better view here. Yeah, he's got to be in these high reeds along the edge of this. So now we'll crouch back down. The wind is off to the side a little bit, so we're not going to bother using our scent blocker right now. He obviously already knows we're here. But like I was saying, you saw, when you put a tent down, you do spook the animals, but temporarily. I mean, here, this fella, coyote came rolling right in on top of us. Now, I took an educated guess there, and I hear him running. By using the sound of his calls as a guide, put it right in between the parentheses. Let's walk over here and see if we got any blood. Oh, son of a gun, we did get blood. Bleed rate medium. Let's backtrack as to where we shot him. So we totally lucked out there and got that hit. Incredible. Right there it is. No organs hit just now. And he backtracked along his own trail, so we have to be a little cautious of that. Medium bleed rate, that's very good. That means that he should not be going too far. And in fact, I think right there it is. Wow, did we pull off a luck shot on that one. Great, we'll take it. And it's hard to see in these bushes and hard to get a photo. Wow, shot him right in the butt. Back leg and the tail. But, any kill's a good kill. And any money is good money. Okay. So let's move on across. Now we have two options here. We can cut straight across and go on up north, or we can circle on around. In fact, I think we are going to backtrack a little bit and circle up around here. Should be a good opportunity to find a zone or two. Okay, I always want to be reloaded. You always want to have a full clip in the magazine. And we'll check on around here. Now I'm going to repeat something I said last episode, but may have been in the part that Twitch inadvertently cut off, was the fact that when you're close to water, a lot of people look right along the shoreline. And while that is a good practice, you always want to be checking the shorelines. You have to realize that a lot of times the drink zones will not be right on the shoreline. Sometimes they'll be, 20 meters back or 40 meters back off the edge. Sometimes hidden in small clumps of trees and what have you. So just because you look like we look here and we see along the shoreline, we don't see any zones, doesn't mean that there can't be a zone right back 20 meters back in those trees. So you want to be alert and be looking around there at all times. Now, obviously, we have a cliff face here. We're not going to be going up on top of that. So we're going to try and make our way up along this edge. Again, we're going to start using a technique that I found works for me. Everybody has to find their own thing. But a good technique I found is a combination of a short little run, 20, 30, 40 meters, and then walk a little, a few steps, and just alternate that back and forth. Now, obviously, we don't going to go running up through the middle of these trees. We would spook everything, but along the shoreline, we have a relatively clear path that we can run a little, walk a little, run a little, and hopefully we'll find something up here to bag. Because I found that when you run, you are definitely going to just directly spook the animals. They will just take off running. But if you run a little bit, then walk a little bit, from my own experience, and I could be wrong, that you have more of a chance of them sounding a warning call. And that gives you the opportunity to know that you have, like that right there, to know that you have something in the area. Whereas if I were just straight running, that animal would have just took off and not bothered to sound a warning call. We would have had no idea that this bear was sitting up here. Now, bears are tricky a lot too, because a lot of times they will sound a warning call and then take off running. Where like deer, they'll sound a warning call, but they'll kind of stick around to see what happens. So you have a chance to go sneak up on them. With bear, a lot of times they will sound their warning call and then just head out running. Is that something right there? No, I don't think it is. So we want to get under cover. We have our trusty little trees here. No leaves on this tree per se, but still you can see from our visibility bar there is not even a line right now. We are totally hidden. An animal would have to literally run into us before they could see us. Our windage is off to the left, but I'm going to go ahead and take the precaution of using a shot of my scent blocker just in case. Now, with a warning call, that one seemed like he was pretty close. The parentheses that popped up when he made the call were pretty wide. But don't be fooled. When you hear a warning call like that, they can still be 50, 100, even 150 meters out from you. So when you hear a warning call like this and you start tracking and investigating, don't be surprised if you don't find them within the first 10 steps. You may have to go back in a bit. Is that steps? Or is those raindrops? That's raindrops, okay. Those sounds are quite similar. Now the big thing we want to be looking for here is if this bear that made this warning call, there's another warning call. They leave tracks. So that's one thing we want to be looking for is tracks. Okay, so he knows we're around here somewhere. And he or she, whatever it may be, is right up here. Okay, we're going to try one thing. We're going to try our distress jackrabbit call. If he's giving warning signals, he's probably already alert or nervous, so this may not work. But it's worth a shot. Okay, and here's where the patience comes in, of just hanging still, not really moving too much. We are going to try and sneak up to this next tree, because if he's on the other side of it, it's going to block our vision. See there. There is a rest zone. That was probably this bear's rest zone. And now we're starting to see some tracks. We have this set of tracks right there. And it looks like they were heading off in this direction. So that bear, he might have taken off. But we're going to act as if he's still around in the off chance that he is. We're going to move our way up here, investigate this zone. So even if we don't get to bag this bear today, we'll know where he's hanging at. Yeah, see, he did move a little bit. Right there he is. Stand up there, buddy. And there's something else running. Seemed like there were... Wow, I still hear footsteps running. There he is again. I thought I saw him right there. Okay. So there may have been more than one. There may have been more than one bear using this area. Yeah, there's a separate rest zone right there. So there were two bear that we were hearing in here. And here's a third little rest spot. This all counts as one zone, by the way. It just shows that there are more than one animal in here using this area as a rest zone. So if we examine this one too, it's not going to make a second mark on our map. It's all going to be counted as one zone. Ooh. And that is a nice big blood streak. That, I'm going to guess, is a vital organ. Oh yeah, vital organ hit just now. And now we begin tracking. Bear are one of the trickier animals to track. And in real life, they can be very... I did not want my camera. They are very smart, very cunning animals. And it reflects so in the game that they will double back over their own tracks. They will go through the thickest, nastiest brush that you can imagine to try and shake you off your trail. They will run in a direction where they are specifically straight downwind from you so that they can continue to smell you. Yeah, they can be very, very crafty. Okay, so he was on a full tilt run here. But we're just going to keep on going. reload or clip. Bleed rate low. Okay, so we may be on this trail for a little bit. The 243 is... and there's another coyote. Is a bit... shush, coyote. Is a bit underpowered for black bear. But we were relative... there we go. We were relatively close. And we lucked out getting a vital organ hit through those trees. And there he is, all laid out. Let's see where we hit it. This was a female. Okay, we did get one lung. Let's get this thing around here. Okay, we come in on the left shoulder, or its right shoulder, through the lung into the spine. So we were a bit off from the heart. You can see the heart there, right in the middle of the lungs, right in line with the neck. But still, 809 cash, more experience, more rifle experience. Yeah, we'll take it. Okay. So we didn't have to track that one nearly as far as I thought we would. Oh, we have a coyote down here. And that's a mating call. Oh, we got a good chance to maybe sneak up on this one. We can take a second coyote this session. That would be all right. Now, coyotes, we know that our wounded jackrabbit call will work on them. With the bear, like I said, when I first started playing this game a few updates ago, the wounded jackrabbit did work on black bear. But now they're no longer listed in the description of the call in the inventory. So I honestly do not know if they still work for black bear, but we know they work for coyote. Keep on calling there, buddy. Let me know right where you're at. Right in the thicket. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take advantage of this tree right here in front of us. And we're going to take double advantage by holding down the B button and lying down. We're going to belly crawl up here. Because coyotes do have a very good sense of vision. And the wind is changing. We can still use our scent blocker, even in the prone, lying down position. But we're going to sneak up to this tree, where we'll be concealed, and then we're going to pop up into a crouch. Okay, now there's a big log, so we're going to have to try and go around it. Almost there. Almost there. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, there, we can pop up. And we are... yeah, we're crouched. Okay, again, one of these opportunities where we can take advantage of a tree with no leaves, giving us good vision out, but blocking the vision of any animals looking in. Okay, so let's select our jackrabbit caller. And give a hoot. We'll give 2. And hopefully this coyote that was hiding down here in this brush takes the bait. Yeah, you can see the wind now. We have the wind and our scent blowing directly at him. So it was a good thing that we used a shot of our scent blocker. Okay, I'm not seeing anything moving. I am not hearing any footprints. Let's give one more shot. Oh, there it was. One more shot on our Jackrabbit collar. And if we don't see anything, then we'll try to move down into that area where we last heard this coyote. Maybe flush him out. Ooh, did I hear footprints? Saying coyotes can be crafty. They have been known in this game not to come straight for the call, but they will sometimes circle around and even come in at 180 degrees from the call. I hear something. I hear footprints somewhere. Okay, let's go one more time with our hideous Jackrabbit call. Yeah, there's definitely footprints. Right there. There it is. There's our coyote. Okay. Now, the trick is going to be getting a good shot through all this brush. I still hear him. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Again, we'll give one more call. Come on, little coyote. You hear this tasty little rabbit up here and you want to come have dinner. Come on up. Now we did not hear him run off. So he is still around here somewhere. Okay, let's creep on down, belly crawl down to this next tree. It's nice and easy. You can see we're not making any noise. We are almost completely hidden. There, we're under the tree. Okay, and we'll pop up behind this log. Okay, we got a nice little field of view here. Where did he disappear to? Okay, let's switch over to the binoculars that have a little better field or a little better zoom rate. Man, I don't see him at all. No, he should have come up.
I spotted some tracks earlier, close to where you're at. Right
Did you now?
I'll send the
I
coordinates.
guarantee that's the tracks of that coyote that we've been calling. I think he actually got stuck in there between that log and the tree trunk. So let's cautiously pick our way down here to these tracks. We are pretty much out in full view, so if that coyote was still down here, he'd definitely see us. We could lie down on our belly and belly crawl down there, but we would not be able to see much of anything at all, just the grass in front of us. The big tool, the major tool we're hunting with right now is our ears. Yeah, I think he moved on. That's a bummer. We had a really nice position there. Yeah, there's his trails. There's a scat pile or pile of poo. And his trails. Yeah, it looks like he went on up over the hillside up there. That's a bummer. Let's check these out. Yep, there he went on off that way. Now, one important rule that I learned when I first started playing this game was very simple. Hunt an area, not an animal. Meaning that, stay in an area. If you picked a path, stick with it. Don't get sidetracked, just off chasing one animal, because you will never catch them. If they see you or detect you somehow and start running, there is no way you're going to catch them. I mean, how fast do Olympic athletes run? Literally like 10 miles an hour, maybe. Even a big bear can run 35 miles an hour. And they can run a lot longer than a person can. So, you always want to hunt the animals in an area rather than hunting a specific animal. Now, there is an achievement. What do we have there? There's a bear. And now there it shows he's traveling. Okay, that means he is moving from one of his zones to another. Whether that's eating, sleeping, or drinking, it doesn't matter. He's moving from one zone to another. So even though he's out there a bit, we're still going to try to be silent. We're not doing a very good job of it. But we want to sneak on up along this shoreline and try to maybe get a shot on him. Now, even though these are black bears, you notice that one was more of a tan colored. It's technically the what they call a cinnamon coat. It is not considered a rare fur type. Not like an albino or melanistic or piebald. Those are all considered rare fur types. It's just a variation on a common. Okay, let's take a look at our map. Okay, that was showing him all the way over here. Now he was moving right to left as we saw him. So that means he's going up in here somewhere. So if we head towards our way marker there, we should possibly, there's a chance we could run into him up in these woods up here. Oop. There he's sitting. Resting minor. Type 2. Okay. So now we're going to move very slowly. He is concealed there a bit. But we want to move up to where we can get a good angle to put a bullet in this guy. Okay, we are perfectly downwind from him. That's an excellent bonus. And he's just chilling there in those trees. Unfortunately, we don't have the range-finding binoculars yet to tell for sure what distance this guy is. Okay, from this view, let's see how much we can zoom in here. That's not a very big picture. I mean, we could probably get a single lung shot out of that, but if we can sneak up here a bit further, more the better. So we want to keep some vegetation here, keep us screened, and keep as quiet as we can. I'm only using about half the stick here, not pushing it all the way. And there's another zone right here in front of us. We can examine that as we move on. This looks like bunny rabbits. Yes, bunny rabbits. We're going to come up here and sneak up under this tree. And then I think if he's still sitting there, we're going to go ahead and try to take our shot. He is right there. That was a hit. Oh, there was a moose there too. Or was that two bears? There were definitely two animals there. Which one did I hit? Okay, so here's now a little trick we can do. Since we spotted that animal and it left this little icon, we can put a waypoint right there, or relatively close. So now we know exactly where we can go to look for blood. We could have actually also used that trick as a rangefinder. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, right there, there's blood. And that does not look... That does not look like a vital organ hit. It was not. Okay, so... It looks like the other animal... It's coming back. Let's get under cover. Was a second bear. And it wants to come right back to this zone. And right there you are. No, that's the moose. Okay, well we're not tracking a moose. We already got a bear to track. Is that the only thing moving? No. Something else is coming back. And we are pretty much hidden here. So we're gonna stay put and see. We know that moose came back down here. Maybe that bear will come back as well. I just want to move a little by little by little. Let's try standing up. See if that improves our view at all. Yeah, right there, right there, right there. Ah, too bad we couldn't get a second shot there. Now, hopefully that was the same bear that we shot before. Yeah, there we managed to sneak that right past that tree. And yes, it was. This is already highlighted. So this was already the same bear that we just shot. So now we definitely have a... Or was it? No. No, no, no. This was the second bear. Because there's the trail from the first. And that is not highlighted. Or did we... We hit the moose the first time. See, look at these tracks. That is a moose tracks with blood. So we did not hit... This is the first time we shot... we shot this bear. Okay, so where did he run to? It's always best to do like a circular search pattern. You just don't want to go taking off in a direction. This may be a case of the disappearing tracks bug that happens. Sometimes in the game when you get a hit, their tracks just up and disappear. So we are going to move off here a little bit and see if we can't find any of his tracks a little further out. And we're going to make a big circle with that blood stain there where we shot him as our center point of our circle. Yeah, this bug, this disappearing tracks bug has been around for a little while. When it happens to you, it is a major pain in the butt. Unless you have the hunting dog. But not everyone has that DLC. Not everyone wants to spend money on that DLC. And if you don't, I don't blame you. I'm all about the free gaming myself. And we're not seeing anything. Okay, so we have two options here. I do have access to the hunting dog, but that would mean that I would have to jump back to the nearest place, which is the tent, and it's actually not all that far away. Access the hunting dog and then run back. Or we can continue on in the direction that bear was going before. What is this? What is this? We have tracks here, but I think these are old tracks. That's moose blood. Yeah, I'm not seeing any blood splatters around there. Another thing we can do is look at our map here. And if we consider this area of hunting pressure a circle, and we draw a crisscross to find the center of that circle, let's have a look right there. That is probably where we shot him at, though, I'm gonna guess. Yeah, pretty much right where we shot him. Come on, where did you go? Where did you go, buddy? This happened to me one time on Virunga in Africa. I was hunting this lion, and I finally tracked it because they are, oh man, are they quick and very, very hard to track down sometimes. But I finally tracked this lion down and got it in my sights and got a shot at it. Unfortunately, it wasn't a great shot, and she ran me down and killed me. So I came back a second time, tracked her down again, managed a second shot into her, and she killed me again a second time. I'm like, okay, now this is personal. And when I come back yet the third time, I had this bug happen. That I totally, all the tracks ever disappeared, and I never did find it. It was extremely, extremely frustrating. Just as this is trying to find this stupid bear. Okay, well, at least we know we can track this moose that we shot. We're getting into about an hour of the video here, so I don't want to take this too much longer. So we're going to throw caution caution to the winds here. At least we're going to go get one animal out of this. But, you know, these are the breaks. Sometimes you get the bear, sometimes the bear gets you. In this case, well, looked like the bear got me. He at least pulled a fast one on me and basically disappeared right out from under my nose. Ah, there. And with this one, I'm not seeing any more blood. Okay. So we may have been totally skunked this episode. But, you know, hey, it's what happens. We will be back again another day if we don't get these buggers today. And sooner or later, they will fall. And as I mentioned in previous episodes, it's a nice bonus that we do not have to worry about the moral or ethical ramifications of leaving wounded animals out in the woods. In real life, yeah, we do not do that. We would track this animal all day and all night till we found it and and finished it. Okay, well, we don't have to worry about that blue moose not bleeding anymore. She's definitely bleeding again. And where did her tracks go? Again, the tracks just disappeared. Maybe not. But we want to get something out of this hunt. We need a little bit of cash. We need a little bit of experience. So we're gonna try and run this beast down. It'll definitely be a blessing when we have a little bit larger caliber rifle unlocked. Oh, there's somebody's little encampment, and there is a dead moose. Alright, vindication. We will not go home empty-handed today, my friends. Yes, that one we hit twice. Yeah, that first shot was very, very bad. That's where it was hiding behind the bear. And we caught it right in the ear. Only did 9% damage. Tracked it almost half a kilometer. But we got her. Okay, so on that note, my friends, I think we're going to draw a close to this episode. I hope you return again next time when we continue our adventures here in Layton Lake. Oh, there we unlocked something. Cool. We unlocked our 270. Excellent. So there we have something to look forward to next episode. We'll be unlocking and using the 270 Stradivarius. So until next time, I'm again your host, the Gray Hair Gamer. If you did like the video, please consider giving a thumbs up. And again, you can check out my YouTube channel as well as Twitch, both listed as Gray Haired Gamer, Gray_haired_gamer. And until next time, when we're back here in the Hunter Call of the Wild, always keep your eyes open, and you never know where that next big rack is going to be. So take care, friends, and we'll see you next time.